there's also been a lot of discussion recently about your mental and physical capabilities while you were in office.
You can see that. I'm mentally incompetent, and I can't walk, and I can beat the hell out of both of them.
Well, do you want to reply to any of those reports, and also to the fact that there are some Democrats who are now questioning whether you should have run for re-election in the first place?
Why didn't they run against me then? Because I'd have beaten them. Something profound. Our politics have become so divided and so bitter. All the years I've been doing this, I never thought we'd get to this point. But we are. Our troops don't wear a uniform that says I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. It says I'm an American. I'm an American. That's who I am. I'm serious about this. I'm not joking. And folks, our politics has become, as I said, so divided. They wear the uniform of the United States of America. The only nation in the world, literally, not figuratively, the only nation in the world founded on an idea. An idea. Every nation was founded on geography, ethnicity, some unifying principle, but not an idea. The idea of America was founded on, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal, endowed by the Creator with certain inalienable rights, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. We mean it. That's who we are. That's what makes America the most unique nation in the world, literally, not figuratively. In fact, folks, you know, for generation after generation, the profound idea has been defended by ordinary citizens who stepped up and answered the call. Because of them, American democracy has endured for nearly 250 years. Every generation has to fight to maintain that democracy.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to, we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
What a disgrace that was. Yeah, you know. But they say just move on, everybody. Just move on. No, we won't. Crimes were committed. Put your hands behind your back. He says, I've been married for 30 years. If anything happens or changes with my husband, trust me, I will know. Jill should be arrested. Elderly abuse, hands behind her back. The White House was completely hijacked. Jill milked the cow till the last minute. Yeah. What about the $96 billion he gave away going out the door? She watched while her husband made a fool of himself. She went along with that. That's not love. I just can't watch Jessica. Jessica Tarloff is a complete disgrace. Yeah, you know, this is fun to be good. Yeah, this is fun to be good, man. It says, please bring Harold back permanently. Judge Janine is gone. Oh, man, and here we go. Jessica Tarloff, Greg Gutfield, Jesse Waters. Oh, boy. Let's see what they're talking about, man. As Biden wanders back into the spotlight. Joe Biden is back, y'all. You know, the biggest scandal in American history. The things that we've seen come out these last couple of days, weeks, months. Things we've known for years. Conspiracy theorists, conspiracy facts. Conspiracy theorists are undefeated. They dragged us through the mud. They dragged conservatives through the mud. MAGA through the mud. Yeah. Come to find out, we were damn near right about everything. Our president, right about everything. The biggest scandal in American history, man. So you got doggone right we're not letting it go. I want to see handcuffs, arrest. He get up there. I could have beat both of them. I could have beat both of them. Joe, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, we don't wish cancer on anybody. Nobody. I don't care if we disagree with you. We wish everybody a beautiful, healthy life, man. And that goes for every last one of you guys that are watching today's video, that you are blessed, well, and healthy. I love y'all, man. It's one love to the human race. No other way around it. Live your life how you want to live it. Have your fun. Chase your dreams, goals, visions. Provide for your family. Do whatever it takes. We all just trying to survive in this corrupt scam matrix, man. The American people have been spit on, lied to, spit on again, dragged through the mud, got to die, got to suffer. And the left says, the hell with the American people. The American people come last. Y'all come on in. Who cares if it's safe or not? Who cares if we do any kind of vetting? Who cares about common sense? Due process? Yeah, they gotta have due process. Everybody. As beautiful souls should still be here. They should still be alive to this day. But through their incompetence, through their policies, have left this country a complete mess. And then they blame Trump for everything. They're going to be in 2032, 2040. It's all Trump's fault. We still have to defeat President Trump. We still have to defeat him. It's 2040. Trump could be dead and gone. I'll tell you, man, how sad and pathetic it's gotten. Shout out to everybody that loved my comment yesterday in yesterday's video when I said things have gotten complete after Michael Jackson went to sleep. Some say Prince. And what's the other one? What's the other one name? But I said, soon as Michael Jackson went to sleep, soon as Mike went to sleep. I remember when as I was a little kid, y'all. What was I? Was I 7 years old? How old was I? I was standing right in the living room. My mama had just bought us some McDonald's, some of them chicken nuggets, and it was all over the TV. She was in shock. It was everywhere. Michael Jackson went to sleep and died. Poor fella just wanted to take a nap and go to sleep. I say, you lying to me. And ever since then, it just been going down, down, down. Terrible. Everything. Soon as Mike went to sleep, them Patriots say, Rick, come on, sir. Come on now, sir.
Joe Biden re-emerging at a Memorial Day event 4 days after Memorial Day, and his brain still cooking with no oil. He insisted he would have won re-election and got real up close and personal with reporters.
I feel like everybody expects.
Oh, hell, Joe don't even know where the hell he at.
I'm loyal. I do it every damn year. Very beginning. Never forget my team.
There's also been a lot of discussion recently about you.
Was he finna get that lady a kiss? What the hell? Y'all need to put this fella up, man. We know the White House was hijacked. Y'all need to put this fella up, man. Let him face his battles and get his treatment. We got to put this fella up, man. And they ought to walk Jill out in handcuffs.
Or mental and physical capabilities while you were in office.
You can see that. I'm mentally incompetent and I can't walk and I could beat the hell out of both of them.
Well, do you want to reply to any of those reports and also to the fact that there are some Democrats who are now questioning whether you should have run for re-election in the first place?
Why didn't they run against me then? You're gonna beat me.
And paging Dr. Jill, your testimony's needed. Trump was asked by the press if the doc should testify about her husband's decline while he was president.
Do you think that Dr. Jill Biden should also have to come in and testify about what she did or didn't do?
Well, I hate the concept of it. It's the wife of a man who was going through a lot of problems, and everybody that dealt with him understood that. And I guess it came out during the debate loud and clear. That was the biggest signal of all. They have to do what's right.
So that was a very gracious statement by the president, Greg. Would you have shown Dr. Jill and her husband that much grace?
I don't know, man. Dr. Jill is like a dog who keeps digging up an old bone in the backyard and trying to bring it into the house. She's like, you know what? She's like the manager of Elvis Presley during those last days. Maybe I can just squeeze a little bit of money if he can just remember the words to Hound Dog. You know, I love how in every time they go up to
y'all know we love Elvis, man. We love Elvis. Oh, we love Elvis, man. I got records and all kind of things in the studio. We love Elvis, man. And knowing that whole entire story, Greg always hits it out the ballpark, doesn't he?
this old guy, he always resorts to some kind of violence, you know. Oh, my critics, I can beat them all up. Dude, you got your ass kicked by stairs. You know, imagine if this guy had somehow managed to cross the finish line, if they duct tape this collapsing corpse together. Well, you don't have to imagine it. He's right there. And he says, watch me. You know, we spoke up, but all those people, these dopes that are interviewing him, asking these questions like, oh, you're so fawning over him is so grotesque. And they say they were duped. When I see Joe Biden, I don't see Joe Biden. I see the legacy media. I see Hollywood, academia, the people that put their power before authority. Last word, Biden complains that politics has become so bitter. You know, maybe he doesn't remember the things he said because he doesn't remember what he had for breakfast. He, in front of troops, said, you know, he targeted troops over political beliefs. You know, he branded millions of people as extreme and dangerous, not just the leader, but the supporters. Now he says, I want to unify. The guy put people in boxes, figuratively and literally.
I hate to say this, Katie, but Greg does have a good point.
Oh, thank you.
You'd think you'd have this opportunity with the former president after all of the stuff that has come out. And these lame, limp questions. That's what perpetuated the cover-up in the first place.
Johnny would never answer.
He would never hit him right between the eyes.
He would, and then Joe Biden would threaten to beat him up, and he would have to get a restraining order.
I'd say, please do.
No, we love Johnny. Please don't beat him up. For a guy who was at the beach all the time, he sure is out a lot now. I mean, he's out talking to reporters. I can't imagine Democrats like this. My advice to him would be, and to Dr. Jill would be, get your story straight, because this could have all been avoided if there were more transparency over the past 4 years. You bring the doctor out to the press briefing, you let him answer questions from reporters, even if they ask bad questions, at least you're showing that you're willing to answer them. There's still no answers about big historic things that happened during the election, including the president dropping out of the race. They posted a letter on Twitter, and the president of the United States didn't come out to talk about it until 24 hours later. I mean, who signed the letter? Who wrote the letter? Who posted the tweet? I mean, these are things the American people deserve to know, especially because Democrats for so many years were subverting democracy by going against President Trump with all this deep state, strategy. And yet when it came to President Biden, we have no transparency about really big things that voters deserve to know about the president.
What would you have asked him in this moment, Jessica? Would you have asked him about the auto pen?
I probably would have asked him, which a reporter did. How are you feeling and how's your treatment going? Because he has started his cancer treatment.
That's a nice
he says
point.
Would you like to echo
I
my
agree,
sentiments?
that was a nice gesture, but
Okay.
then you
But then
follow
that
up with the
leads
auto
me-
pen.
But they did.
But see, now we're not allowed to talk about it because of that.
No, we're absolutely allowed to
Do you
talk
believe
about it.
him?
I'm not.
Oh, Jessica.
But he's taking it
Oh,
down.
man.
But
I can't.
I
I'm
think
not supposed. I can no longer believe anything.
you never believed
No, I
anything
used to
anyway.
have some trust. It's dead.
Fine.
If he says he's taking a pill, I don't believe him.
But guess what? The good news is it doesn't matter.
That is
He's
true.
not the president anymore.
Thank
Move
God.
on. You
Thank
know
God
who
for
is?
us.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So you know who the president is?
Say, move on. Everybody move on. No, not just yet. Because crimes were committed. And y'all left this complete mess. And then we got somebody that want to clean up the mess. He done bought the remodelers, the builders, everybody, the contractors. And now they not allowed to work on the property. The HOA is saying, "No, we don't know. We can approve this. We don't know. We can let them in." What? The house it got soot and the house is destroyed. The property is destroyed. The rest of the neighborhood is beautiful. The contractors are here. We paid them already. What do you mean? The people spoke loud and clear, man. And crimes were committed. We want accountability. Even if y'all just take her and put her in handcuffs and walk her out, and she just spent just a couple days in there, and we get a beautiful photo of her with them handcuffs on. Yeah, they walking the doctor out, you know, in them handcuffs. I'll be a happy boy, you know. I'm just saying, I'll be a little happy little fella. I'll be a happy man. Oh, happy little boy. Yeah, buddy. If I just see somebody in handcuffs, especially Dr. Jill.
No help from you.
Well, I wasn't going to vote for the guy. Then the actual president is asked about Joe Biden's cancer, to stay on theme. And he said, if you feel sorry for him, don't feel so sorry because he's vicious. Really feel sorry for him. Now, contrast that with how Joe Biden acted after the Butler assassination attempt. But then the president's behavior gets better today because he says he hasn't been asked yet, but he'd think about pardoning Diddy because
Trump sent him and Melania sent prayers to Joe Biden, and they tweeted right after they found out Joe Biden. This lady here is a disgrace. As soon as they found out the news, Trump wrote a heartfelt message to Joe Biden and his family, you know, and he left all the crimes and all this out of it. Now, when he was asked, you know, later on, you know, there was a couple days ago about this, you know, then he again hit him with a response, you know, that most Americans are feeling because we seen the crimes that were committed. So Jessica, get it right. They need to send this lady to the View, and the View's almost can't dispute that show's almost canceled, as we can see, and they've actually been told to tone down on their Trump rhetoric. So you know they need to get rid of this lady, man.
Diddy liked him a lot.
All right. He tried to put him in prison, Jessica. He raided his house. Come on.
Joe Biden, dementia, cancer notwithstanding, is an awful person.
Yeah.
He's been an awful person for 50 years. I want to be sympathetic. I've said I want to be sympathetic, but it's all gone. The guy tried to destroy this country. Yes.
And his corrupt Secret Service is what got Trump shot. Over to you, Sean.
Oh, okay, well, I have to say, I'm going to be optimistic in that I will be very interested to see what the Senate and the House do if they actually get anybody to come in. No subpoenas yet. I don't know if they go there. But when President Biden says they should have run against me, Dean Phillips, who was a congressman at that time, was the only one who stood up and said he should not be running. He actually tried to mount a primary run against him. That's just one of the things that is covered in Original Sin. And that book has some other stuff. An aide told them our whole idea was we just get him elected and then he can hide for 4 years, which begs the question then who was going to be running the country if that was your plan? And also you have cabinet officials, secretaries saying that they were shocked when they saw President Biden, that his mouth was hanging open, he was disoriented, he didn't know what he was doing, which to me begs the question, was there ever a discussion of the 25th Amendment? These cabinet members told those authors, we didn't think he was capable, some of them, of taking a 2 a.m. call. He had the nuke codes. He was the commander in chief. I think everybody has questions. And when he shows up, it sparks all of them again. And Democrats then have to answer the question, did you see something? What do you think? And all the 28 contenders are going to have to answer those questions, chief among them the former vice president.
Well said.
You know, called them Patriots crazy. They called all of us crazy. And now look at everything, how it's playing out. Dragged us through the mud, man. You know, they want people to just move on now. And it's been the biggest scandal in American history. We're in a complete mess, a complete disgrace, you know. Then they're trying to block everything. The man's trying to do to fix the mess. You know, activists ought to be put on the plane. Put the judges on the plane. Deport the judges. You know, fake news media won't ever tell the truth. Sick, man. But Joe Biden is back, y'all. What y'all think, family? Let me know in the comment section. Old fella came out and said he would have beat everybody. You know, the hell if the White House was hijacked. I would have still came out and beat everybody. And he couldn't even get up a flight of stairs. Unbelievable. He couldn't even beat the stairs. But hey, we got some more bigger things to jump into today. Hope y'all have an amazing weekend. I love y'all. We'll see how this thing plays out, man. We're just going to bring you the news as it comes out. Have some funny, healthy, and lovely conversations about it. Leave me a beautiful comment down below. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, family.